Hi everyone. Today we're going to review the anime One Punch Man. It's a comedic anime where it takes place in a fictional town called City Z in Japan, where it's constantly attacked by these random monsters and supervillains. That they actually do need these group of superheroes to protect them all the time. Think of it as kind of Marvel and DC, but in the long lines of Mystery Men, where you have these quirky characters that you don't really need to take seriously, but somehow is powerful enough to destroy these monsters in their own fictional world. Where some of them have the craziest superpowers. Where one guy has like rockets in his shoes. Have one guy who pretty much just rides a bicycle and he just uses it to ram people. Otherwise, he's just a guy who rides a bicycle. Within this world, it focuses on one character named Saitama, and he's a guy who got started after he got out of a job interview that he didn't get, and he saw this crab monster about to attack this little boy. And within that time, he thought that he was going to do nothing about it, but out of instinct, he decides to save the little boy. And that's when he discovers that, hey, this is something I've always wanted to do since childhood. I've always wanted to be a superhero from all the shows that I've watched, that I'm going to train as hard as I can to be the greatest and strongest superhero that they have in this fictional world of City Z. This is where the story really picks up because Saitama, as you can see from the photo, he's a very odd-looking superhero. He wears yellow, the red gloves. He's ordinary looking. He doesn't even have hair. And most animes, will focus on the hairstyle. They're very detailed, but him, there's a look about him. He's super simple within this world of superheroes. And the funniest thing is, the ironic thing is, he's the strongest within their universe. He's like their Goku, he's their Superman, but not everybody recognizes him. Each episode is a build up to this one fight with Saitama, and where all of these superheroes from this world is trying to attack this either one monster or one boss, and they just can't handle it until Saitama comes along and just like one punches everything. Hence the title One Punch Man, because every time he fights against a monster that everybody else is having difficulties, he just comes along, swoops in, and kills it with one punch. The thing that I really like about this is it's a show that doesn't take itself too seriously. That you have Saitama who's pretty much doing the superhero aspect of it just for fun, and it's something that he wants to do. During the span of the show, he meets this other superhero who's a cyborg named Genis, and he's essentially a character that's seeking to find the cyborg that destroyed his town. He thought he was strong himself because he is. He's pretty powerful himself. Within this world, they have these rankings from S to D, I guess, is their lowest ranking. Genis is a Class S ranked superhero, which is their highest rank. So it goes from S, A, B, C, D, E, F, I guess. But so he's a Class S superhero, which is their highest ranking in their universe, and he sees how much stronger Saitama is in compared to him. And he decides that, hey, I want to be strong too because I want to avenge my town that got destroyed. This is why I became a cyborg. This is why I became a superhero myself. It follows these two characters around and the monsters that constantly attack the town. At the same time, while there's other superheroes who essentially try to beat the same monsters that they're doing. Another aspect about the show is that Saitama is so strong that nobody believes he's just one punching everything, even though they see it in their own eyes. They're right there. They're bystanders. They see all these laid out superheroes, and then Saitama comes along and just one punches everything. They still don't believe that he's strong. They call him a cheat. They call him a fraud. Put him in a C ranking, even though he surpassed all of their physical fitness tests, but he somehow did poorly in their written exam. Something that I like about it, where it's a good way to pretty much compare to other animes. It's just a fun anime. There's certain lines where the monsters take themselves seriously, and it's like Saitama comes along just like I don't care who you are. If you're doing bad things, I'm just gonna tear you up. I'm just gonna tear you apart. I'm just tear you in half, and that's how generally the show goes. As far as art, definitely it's one of the most action-packed art I've seen in an anime in a long time, where it's fluid. Well, another thing that I like is where they did a distinct separation of the other superheroes and Saitama himself. The other superheroes are detailed. They look good. They look cool, and Saitama just has this very circular face, and he just looks very dull. He looks like he's bored half of the time. He's again their strongest character and the most underrated. There's definitely some missed opportunities about this show. Hopefully, since this is the first season, they're going to do a second season. From what I read online, that they go into detail into how he got his powers. Because here he describe in one episode he describes that all he did to get the strong to be the strongest in their fictional world is 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups, 100 squats, and he runs 10 kilometers every day and eat three meals a day, and a banana is fine for breakfast. And he made sure that the air conditioning doesn't work during the summertime, so he could have the mental strength to undertake any kinds of conditions. And as you can tell from what he described, that's just a normal workout. That's not even an advanced workout. It's just it's a regular one. But yeah, so definitely they don't go into the detail into the how he got that strong. It's an ongoing mystery because again, he's an average looking guy, but he's still the strongest, most powerful being in their whole world. As but that's definitely something that I'm looking forward to in season two. Hopefully, it's something that they bring up that how he really got that strong. Maybe during his workout. What I'm speculating, maybe is I don't know, radioactive something fell. Somebody experimented on him. Somebody injected it with something. Maybe he ate something. It's anime. It doesn't really go into detail into that. It's just, but despite all of that, it's still a fun show. I had a good time watching it. It's funny. It doesn't take itself seriously. It's a good break from a serious anime. So if you're watching an anime that's like Sword Art Online, if you're watching Psycho-Pass, Ghost in the Shell, this is a great palate cleanser. You will have a great time watching the show. It's a refresher. As a rating, I would definitely give it a 4 out of 5 as a palate cleanser. And when season 2 comes out, you bet I'm going to watch it, and I'm going to also review it as well. I mean, come on, I'm dressing the theme. I'm wearing a yellow shirt and the red gloves. So I hope you like my review. I'll see you guys around.